My name is Randy Bigley. Joining me on the podcast right now from the North Central State College Success Center, I have Nate Harvey. He's the director of the Success Center, and Randy Blankenship. He's the manager of workforce. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. So let's talk about the scholarships for success. That was very successful. I've been checking out, reading up about it. It's been you guys did very well this year, right?
Yeah, we made earned $34,000. These were all local funds that we raised, and all that money is going to stay here local in Crawford County, helping our kids.
That's good news.
That are going to be looking to attend college at NC State. It was a really fun evening. We had the First Lady of Ohio, Tina Houston, and her husband, John, joined us that night. I think we just checked all the boxes. It was a very meaningful night with testimonials. We had a lot of fun, but above all, we raised funds just to help local students. So thank you to our community for the support.
It's nice to see the community come together like that, isn't it?
It's awesome.
Awesome.
And I would just add, just a huge thank you to all of our sponsors that make that night possible. This was our fifth event. And in the 5 years, I think we've raised over $150,000 just in scholarship dollars for Crawford County students. So
that's awesome. Yeah,
made a huge impact for our Crawford County students attending at the Crawford Success Center in North Central State College.
Very cool. Yeah, it's kind of a unique thing that you guys do, and it's really neat. And if you next year, man, get on that. If you get some great things to bid on and everything, right?
That's right. Plane ride, or there's lots of really nice items.
Seems like every year it's a little bit better, isn't it?
Try to continuous improvement.
There you go. Let's talk about the LPN nursing program, Nate, a little bit. Is that okay?
Yeah, so at the Success Center, we have our LPN program that starts in August, but students can start taking classes as early as May, that they can start chipping away at some of the classes. And there's just such a need for nursing right now at our nursing homes, our health systems, and it's a 2-semester program, and it's just the idea is you would graduate next May and you'd be in the workforce. So not to mention, we even have an on-site success coach, Pat Hargis, and so she has 40-plus years of teaching experience, and her role is to help students successfully get into the PN program.
Wow, nice. And I've been in that lab. That's very nice. That's state-of-the-art.
State-of-the-art. Community Foundation for Crawford County donated a lot of money to help make that possible.
Right. And it's right here in Bucyrus. So,
right in Bucyrus.
Let's talk about the short-term certificate scholarship that you have.
Yeah, so right now we have a limited pool of funds called the Short-Term Certificate Scholarship. This is right now an automatic $2,000 scholarship, which would pay for, I believe it's maybe 15-plus programs to choose from. No requirements. It's an automatic $2,000, and I believe it would pay for the majority of these programs, or if not, a good chunk of it. So if you're somebody out there listening and you're thinking about going back to school, or you're a high school senior and you're uncertain of your next steps, this certificate scholarship would be a great starting point. But I just want to stress it's a limited pool of funds, and so the idea would be to apply at the Success Center sooner than later if this is something that might interest you. Another idea we're looking to draw up at the Success Center with these funds is potentially doing a business certificate program at the center, where some of the classes would be hosted on site as well as online. So if you have an employee you want to invest in to retain, or again, you're a high school senior out there, you're uncertain, you could learn the basics of operating a business through this.
Oh, wow. Fantastic, yeah. What other college classes do you have coming up?
So in the summer semester starts on May 30th. So if you're interested in starting in summer, again, that's something you want to get started here soon with an application. But we're going to have a speech class at the Success Center this summer, as well as our nursing lab. And then in the fall, which starts August 14th, we're looking to have our English and math class and our first year experience class this fall.
Wow, great. All kinds of things going on, isn't there?
Yep.
So that short-term certificate scholarship is really cool. So if you've been thinking about it and kind of like saying, well, I can't afford to go, here you go. This gives you a chance to get out there if you really want to, get your education, your further education, correct?
That's right.
All right, we're going to talk to Randy Blankenship. Hello, Randy.
Hi.
You're with Workforce, and let's what is workforce development? Let's start with that.
Well, it is what it kind of sounds like. Where my department is here to build and expand on existing relationships and build new relationships and help employers and employees upskill and really develop a new skill, whether it be in manufacturing or leadership or other areas. So we just build customized training programs designed to help meet the needs of employers in the area.
Wow. And let's talk about the Excel training here a little bit too that you guys do.
Yeah, so we have we're launching a new training. The first one will be here at the Crawford Success Center on April 26th. It's a Microsoft Excel training. It'll be a one-day training, about 6 hours total of training. There'll be an hour lunch in there, so it'll start at 8 and conclude about 3 o'clock that day. And it's gonna be designed for those that need to learn how to use Excel. It's a basic Excel course, and then we'll be looking at offering a more advanced course in the future as well. So that's coming up. There'll be registration forms available. We can email those to you. They'll also be available at the Crawford Success Center, and the cost for that is going to be $200 per participant.
Okay, awesome. And your apprenticeship programs too.
Yeah, so we work with a lot of manufacturers in the area to develop apprenticeship programs. Primarily, they're tool and die and electrical maintenance. Those are our two main apprenticeship programs, but there are thousands of apprenticeable occupations out there. So things you wouldn't even think of can be an apprentice program. So we work with our industry partners on developing those related instruction standards and on-the-job training, and we also are where we can be the sponsor. So we don't. Okay. So a lot of times companies don't have the resources to manage an apprenticeship program. So we do all the behind the scenes filing with the state and paperwork. That's just a service that we offer, complimentary to our apprenticeship partners if they need that.
Oh wow! How about your Tower Tech programs you have?
Yeah, so we were one of 3 institutions in the state of Ohio to be awarded the Tower Tech program. And what that is that we're training individuals to be a telecommunications tower technician 1. It's a TTT1. And the curriculum was developed by Nate, who's one of the leading industry partners in towers and all of that. So once right now we're partnered with Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Corrections. We're upskilling some inmates there that are going to be released soon. We're almost to the completion of our first cohort, so those individuals will be released, and they'll be able to go into the workforce with a credential through a TTT1 and be ready to take their NWSA certification. Wow. And once they get that completed, they'll be ready to be employed. And we'll be launching our second cohort late spring, early summer with ODRC. It sounds like as well. So it's a great opportunity for those individuals to get some skills and be employable upon release.
Cool. Let's talk about your testing that you have there.
Yeah, so a lot of times when employers are looking to maybe hire someone internally for a new position, or they've got apprenticeship opportunities available internally, they'll use us to assess those individuals and use that as one way of classifying their qualifications. So they'll use Ramsey testing a lot of times, and they'll gauge their electrical aptitude or mechanical aptitude testing. And we offer a full suite of Ramsey testing, not just electrical and mechanical aptitude, but those are 2 of the main ones that we do a lot of times to help those employers identify the right candidate for those positions.
Awesome. Now, if you're an employer and you're interested in learning more about what you talked about, how can they get a hold of you?
Yeah, they can reach me either through telephone or email. My direct line to my office is 419-755-4767, or I can be reached at email, and it's rblankenship@ncstatecollege.edu.
Right. And Nate, how can someone get a hold of the Success Center if they're interested?
Yeah. We're at 130 North Walnut Street, right across the street from the courthouse. You can walk in anytime, and our staff will gladly meet with you. Give us a call at 419-755-9039, and we can help get you started.
All right, and you guys have social media too, right?
Yeah, follow us on Facebook, on Instagram. We like to share a lot of stories on what we're doing, and things like what Randy's office is doing. We like to share a lot of those types of things. So come on out.
Lots of great things going on, and like I said, you want to get started at school. Man, this is the time to do it, right?
That's right.
All right. Guys, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Randy.
Thank you.